sit down for a bit. That's what I hate out there. We had to go through weeks or weekend.
Oh, screw you up. Dang near put a hook in my hand. Man, I hate this thing. Hey everybody, it's Dalton. I'm gonna get you back out on the water and show you a few catches here. And as we go through this video, I'm gonna give you an updated fishing report on Lake Nacimiento. A buddy of mine, Tom, we were out day before yesterday. We caught a bunch of fish. We got a lot of bites. Let me give you some of the conditions of the lake right now. Water temperatures run about 78 degrees, and the water level is at about 15% right now. They did slow down how much water they're letting out, so that's kind of nice. We're looking around 15% right now. Water clarity, it varies as you go throughout the lake. We did run over to the river end. If you do go back there, be really careful. It gets really shallow. I hit some rocks back there, but I was going slow. It gets real shallow. It's a little more cloudy water back there as you get toward the dam, and even the main part of the lake, the water's really clear. And it's got good clarity. The fish will have no problem seeing your baits. Consistent depths as far as where I've been catching my fish. I have been fishing out at Margarita for quite a while. And this last week, I started going back out to Nacimiento, and I'll be spending the rest of the month. This is the early part of August. I'll be spending the rest of the month out there. So if there's any major changes, I'll definitely let you know. But the consistent depths for me, as far as catching bass, if it's shallow, it's typically up against rocks. But I've been catching a lot of them around 10, 15 to 20 feet. So let me give you some recommended baits that we used out there the other day that got us a lot of bites. One of them is a small spinner bait. You've seen my videos more than likely on the little rocket shad, but any small spinner bait. Booyah makes a small spinner bait that I got for my wife. It's about 3/16 ounce. You can use it on a spinning rod, but the small spinner baits are getting bit out there. Little bitty guy.
Yeah, first one of the day, you gotta get that goose egg off the board.
Little spinner bait bass. The other thing that's really working out there for me are small swim baits. Anything that's 2.5 to 3.5 inches long. Light maybe 1/8, quarter, maybe a 3/16 ounce. I was throwing the 3/16 ounce out there the other day, and I was getting bites on the spotted bass, and also some pretty good sized crappie were hitting it as well. I got time. Let him pull, wear him out. Another chunky one. Come on over here, bud. Get your head up. Get your head up. Come on. Get that head up. Another bait that's working out there is crankbaits. Typically, when I'm throwing a crankbait, I will usually get one that dives down about 10 to 12 feet, maybe 15, and I'll throw it in 8 to 10 foot of water. I want that bait hitting rocks, and as it bounces off those rocks, it creates a lot of reaction bites. So crankbaits, particularly if you get a little bit of wind or a breeze, crankbaits on the reaction bite are working really good. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Little monster.
Another little one foul hooked him.
No, you got one in his mouth.
One of the things that's working very good for me out there right now is a Wacky Rig weightless Senko. Just a 5-inch Yamamoto Senko. I throw it on 8-pound test line. I'll throw it anywhere from the bank line out to 20, 25 feet. One of the things that I was seeing the other day is a lot of these bass were up in the middle of the water column and they were chasing bait. They weren't suspended, they were chasing bait. I would take that Senko, I'd throw it out there, I'd let it slowly sink right through that school of bass, and I was getting them that way.
Get some rib in the boat, Wink.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That'll work. Come here. Get up here. Get up here. Come here.
Ah. There you go. That's a damn nice fish.
That's a healthy one there, huh?
Yeah, it is a nice spot.
That'd be a good one for a tournament right there.
Yeah.
A couple of pounds probably.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I plan on doing a Senko, a Wacky Rig Senko video, because I think a lot of times it's overworked, and if anything, it's better to be underworked. That's when that bait shines. Chatterbaits. Don't forget about chatterbaits. My buddy Tom, he used the chatterbait, and here's what he wound up with. Jeez. Doggone. I do too, the slimy suckers. And like I say, on the small swim baits, did wind up catching 3 or 4 really nice size crappie. There he is. I think it's going to be a crappie. The way he thumped it. Yep.
Crappie.
Yeah. We got ourselves a little crappie by here. I'll take that all day.
That's a nice crappie. That's a slab.
Slab.
That's a slab.
Woo! I could tell by the way he thumped it, it was a crappie. Having some fun out here catching these crappie, getting some slabs. So guys, as far as the white bass, man, I gotta tell you, I don't know what's going on with them this year. I have not seen the big schools of white bass. I was talking to a guy out there and he said that they're running in smaller schools a lot more this year. So when I see a little school of white bass, by the time I get my boat over there, they're already gone. So I have not been catching any white bass at all. I have no idea what they're doing. If you do, put in a comment and you know, maybe I can go out and find some. Typically I don't necessarily go after the white bass, but if I see them, I'll throw a spinnerbait or a topwater or something at them just to have some fun catching them. And there's usually always spotted bass with them anyway. So that's kind of the report, how things are going at Nacimiento early in the month of August. If you guys like this video, let me know. Just hit the like button or give me a comment. It lets me know that you're still following these fishing reports. And again, if anything changes, I'll definitely update you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time.